Hey, what's up, YouTube? I want to talk to you today about rain barrels and how you can store your rainwater as another water source to use for drinking if you filter it out, treat it, or to water your garden, your livestock, your animals, your chickens, whatever. I want to do this as a video response to East Coast Prepper's SHTF skill contest. Looked through all the videos and I've tried to come up with something that I haven't seen anyone do for the contest yet. So hopefully you guys will maybe get an idea of what you can do for yours. Mine are pretty simple. I know there's hundreds of ways to do these, and I'm not going to say mine's right and the other ones are wrong or anything like that. They're all good ideas. It's a pretty simple concept. It's just a barrel you put water in, and you need a way to get it in and get it out. So this is how I do mine. I use these blue 55-gallon plastic barrels. I stay away from the white ones whenever possible, just because I don't like how they let light in, give it a chance to grow bacteria, anything like that. So I stick with the darker colored ones. What I do to let the water in, I cut a hole right in the middle. I get these little metal pieces, get them in with like the gutters and stuff at Lowe's or Home Depot, and just cut the hole out, screw that in. You can cut that out with anything. This is pretty, it's sturdy, but you can cut it with a razor knife if you have to. Just use a saw, drill a hole, cut the rest of the hole out, screw one of these in. You don't need this. You can do fine just without that. I do it just because it's a nice uniform hole. You can put your downspout right in there. A lot of people will do it closer to the edge. Like in this area, you can put something there. They make these round fittings you can put in that work just the same as anything else, or you could just put a hole in there. What I do before I put this in here, I use these. It's just this is extendable and flexible because I've got to go from here over to the side where my downspout will be, so I've got to make up that difference at an angle. So I just pop one of these in here and then just flex this over. Hard to see with this camera. Just flex this over to where I need it to be, and I'm in good shape. This one's actually not finished. I do put screen on the bottom of this before I stick in the hole, just to keep out the bigger stuff like leaves and bigger bugs, stuff like that. But again, this one's just set up for water for the chickens. So pretty simple up top. Down at the bottom, just a simple boiler drain valve. It's just got a plastic washer, or a plastic nut and a rubber washer. It's basically the same exact thing on the inside. Just screw the two together, get it down nice and tight, and just open this to drain the water out, close it to shut it off. This is a lot of people do this different ways. This is how I do mine. I've never had one leak like this, so it works pretty good. Again, this is pretty close to the ground. You've got maybe 3 inches in there, so you don't have room to get anything under there to fill it up, or even put a hose on there without getting a kink in it. But I have stands for mine that I set these on. You can use cinder blocks or whatever. Just remember that water weighs about 8 pounds a gallon. So when you get this full of water, you get about 50 gallons or so in there. You definitely don't want that to fall over on anybody, so be careful with how you set them up. And then what I do as far as overflow, if these are going to fill up and I don't want it spilling out the top, obviously, this is how I do the side. Just drill a hole in there. I've got another fitting on the inside that this screws into. And then I've got a little cap with a screen that goes over this, which I don't have out here, unfortunately. But it's pretty simple. When the water reaches this level, instead of filling up and coming out the top, it's just going to come right out the side here. So like I said, it's a very simple idea. Something that everybody could do pretty cheap. I pay about $10 for these barrels, so maybe something you'd want to consider to do for your prepping. Just another way to store water. You could do this anywhere. You could do this in the city, in the country, wherever you want, and there's lots of barrels to choose from. You don't have to use these, and you certainly don't have to do it the way that I've done it. This is just how I do it. Do a search on YouTube or Google and check out hundreds of different ways to do this. But this is how I did mine. So thanks a lot, Mark, for the contest. I think it's awesome that you're getting these ideas out for people by having everybody make these responses. So I'll put a link below to